Good evening, everyone. I don't actually know how many is going to be coming on tonight because I know a few of you have got other commitments, so that's fine. You can catch up with it whenever. So I'm just going to wait a few minutes to see who is joining me tonight. Who have we got? Is that Emily? It might just be me and you tonight, my darling. So, are we, what is it actually 1:15 yet? Let's see. Oh, we've got another minute yet. So, yeah, so just, I thought what we could do is just do some clearing, tap in on how we're feeling, because this is what the group, are you darling, how are you feeling? Because what we like to do is just to get an idea of how everyone's getting on, so we can bring that into the tap in. So, you know, to clear it, you know, it's all about clearing these emotions that have been draining our energy and making us feel rubbish. So if there's any specific kind of stuff going on for you right now, let me know. We can bring it in for you. So then, yeah, so we'll do the clearing tapping. And then I thought we'd finish with a nice little relaxation. So I'm sure Julie's going to be popping on soon. But, so what I was going to do is to suggest is just to tune in, really, and give yourself a number, how you're feeling. Just notice how you're feeling emotionally, physically, and overall. 10 is being the best. So it's sort of just hit you. This is what happens, Emily. This is what, you know, especially in this time, what, you know, what's going on. It just comes out of the blue. So I'm just going to make some notes. So there's no particular reason, you know, because half of the time we're not aware of what has triggered us to feel low. It can just be something that we've seen or we've thought about, or you know how this stuff works. So, but just by being aware of it and honouring it, so we can tap on that, so you can have this in mind for later when we do a bit of tapping, to hopefully to clear some of that. So this just came out of nowhere. That was like me the other week. I thought I was all right, and then I got up and, yeah, and just put radio on, and all this wave of emotion, this sadness, just come from nowhere. And this is what we've got to listen to. This is why, you know, we've got to use these emotions. I always say use your emotions as a guide, as a message. What do we need to work on? You know, it's like, okay, I'm feeling really quite low today. I don't know where this has come from, but I am open to the possibility of digging a little deeper, you know, just being a little bit of an emotional investigator. And, hey ladies, oh, we're all coming on now, look. Yeah, just do some investigation. Sometimes we don't even know because it's a subconscious thing, you know, some stuff that could be triggered by something that's going on. It's like that iceberg, isn't it? So the tip of the iceberg is our conscious mind of what we are aware of. So, for example, somebody they've just gone through a door and you were walking up to the door and they didn't hold it for you, you know, and it's brought up this rage and this anger. Now, that's probably not the reason, because, you know, if you are overreacting like that to something that's surface, That's just an example, because I'm just taking an example of something that happened to me a while ago. So I was just so angry at this guy. He didn't open that door for me, and he just, but it really wasn't about that. So that was the tip of the iceberg, and it was underneath. It's all the stuff that's brewing underneath, like with all this stuff that's going on. We've got all the subconscious stuff about, what's life going to be like in the future? What's, how's it going to be? I mean, today I've looked at an article for hairdressers and how the hairdressing is going to probably not be the same for, the 16 to 18 months, and wearing masks and all this kind of thing. And it's like, wow. So that, again, it brought up a little bit of fear in me, a little bit of, but there's no point pushing it down, to sink deeper into the iceberg, down to the bottom, because it's there, it's at the surface, you're feeling it now. So we need to be with the anger. What am I really angry about? Was I really angry about that guy? Was it really that bad? Why was I overreacting because of all the stuff that was bubbling underneath? Okay, so that's like your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Our conscious mind is about 10-20%. All of the stuff that's going on underneath, that's where all the old programming and such is there, which this kind of work helps us to bring some into the tip of the iceberg and to release it, to give us more space, to feel better and to cope better. So, hello Julie, my darling. So how was everyone else feeling? So, yeah, so, right, what I want you all to do, I want you to just to tune in to yourself and just notice how you're feeling emotionally and physically. All right, so just giving yourself a minute. And I want you to rate yourself out of 10. So 10 is amazing. You feel the best, you feel the fittest emotionally, physically that you've ever felt. I'm feeling I'm pretty all right. I'm about a 7. About a 7, 6, 7. Okay. So if you want to just type it in the comments. If you want, you don't have to, just note that yourself there. So, not had any more comments come through. So this is what I want you to do with the number that you have wrote down. So 10 is the best that you're feeling. It doesn't matter if you're a 0. That's absolutely fine, because you're aware of that. You are consciously aware. I'm feeling a 0 or a -10. But we're here to change that and shift some of that that stuff that's stopping you feeling good. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you a question, which I want you to think about. So what is stopping you from feeling better? So let's say you're a 5. Why are you not a 6 or a 7? What are the main things that are keeping you at that number? Okay, example, Louise. All right, you're a 5. Yeah? Room for improvement, but it's not the worst. So you're a 5. So what would it take for you to be, I'm not going to say 10, because I don't think any of us are going to be a 10 right now, are we? So what would it take? What do you need to release? What do you need to change to maybe get to a 6 or a 7? Okay? So this will bring to mind. So notice any thoughts, any beliefs, any, feelings, whatever, that come to mind when I have said that to you. So what would it take? What do you need to change? What emotion is there that's keeping you stuck at a 5 or a 4 or wherever you are right now? Right, okay. Brilliant though, Julie. How aware. How, that, so what needs to work on, what needs to be worked on. So I can have that in mind tonight then, to shift some of that stuff. Because what's happened today, so you've had this incident that's happened today, which has left you feeling a 4 or a 5, which is not ideal, is it? So this is stopping you from feeling good. Now, there's probably parts of us that don't think that we should be feeling good or we should be feeling happy because of the current situation that's going on. Now, why? So what is the point in us staying miserable? What is the point in us holding on to all of this fear, this sadness, this anxiety? Yes, I'm not saying, don't feel it. What I'm saying is, yeah, let it be there, but let it go. Because would you rather be going through your days feeling a 7 or 8 than a 4, 5? Because what is the benefit to you, to those around you, to those who cannot get to comfort you? That they know you are feeling so low and so down, but they cannot get to you, they can't hug you, they can't be with you because of the social distancing and all of these rules. So then that's going to make them feel even worse because you're feeling bad and they can't help you, and it leaves other people then. So if you do the work to acknowledge, yeah, I'm feeling like this, I accept it, but I'm going to work to feel better. I want to feel a bit better than this because this is going to benefit everyone. It's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit my family, my partner, that I can't actually be with right now. It's going to give them a bit of peace of mind as well. So by you feeling better, it's going to have a ripple effect on everyone around you. So sound good? All right, so I'm gathering that, yes, beliefs, thoughts, and these beliefs, and it's like, so somebody has, I don't know what's happened, but so it's quite easy done. We can start to question his own beliefs and how good we are at something, and comparing, and I should be more ahead of myself than this, and this just brings all that horrible crappy stuff, and it gets us lower down the scale, doesn't it? So it's like recognizing it, accepting it, and tapping on it. So let's do some tapping, ladies. Okay, so let's close his eyes. And whether you're sat or whether you are, I don't know whether your feet are on the floor or whether you're cross-legged on the bed, however you're sat, just be aware of it. So I want you to give yourself permission, allow yourself to be fully present, because if his mind is wandering away on stuff that's happened today, his mind starts wandering off away from his body, we're not going to be fully focused and we're not going to get the best out of this tapping. So for this next half an hour at the most, this is your time. This is your self-care time. This is your emotional hygiene time. Yeah, we're clearing out. We're giving you a good cleanse, our mind, a good old cleansing, because we need to decide that we do not want to go through our days feeling a 3, a 4 or a 5. No, we have got some control over the way that we feel, over our moods, which I never thought was possible before I got into EFT, the breathing, everything. We can take some control over how we respond to external stuff. Okay? Awareness of what's going on internally, tapping it through, reducing the emotional charge of it. So creating that space to make us feel better. So honouring yourself this time because you deserve it. So eyes closed and taking, let's have 3 deep breaths. So breathing in through your nose. And just, if you can hold it before you breathe out. And this is the time just to notice again how you're feeling emotionally, how you're feeling physically. Are you holding on to any stress? Today's stress. Have you got that fear? Have you got that stress, that panic? Is it on your shoulders? Is it weighing your shoulders down? Well, release it. Let it go now. On your next breath in, Pause and breathe out, and releasing the weight of that heavy emotion, releasing it from your shoulders, letting it go, bringing some more air into your lungs, undoing those knots in your belly, whatever's going on, whatever today has caused. Maybe today's been a good day, you know, but overall, if there's something there that can be improved, the overall way that you're feeling, we're always looking to improve, aren't we? So one more breath in through your nose, and hold, and letting it go, relaxing your shoulders, just settling in. If you notice there's any uncomfortableness, just acknowledging it, just observing it. That's fine. It could be energetic, it could be that you just need to move about a little, whatever it is. Just do what you need to do as we gently start to tap on the side of the hand. And asking yourself again in your mind, what do I need to release so I can allow myself to feel better? What is limiting how good that I'm feeling? What do I need to change? What do I need to respond to differently? What emotions do I need to address? What needs attention right now, here, in this space that I'm in, which is my time for me to clear some of this stuff that's been weighing me down. Okay, so taking a deep breath in and slowly breathing out, tapping nice and gentle on the side of your hand, and repeating after me, adding your own words, allowing whatever experience is coming up for you, whatever's gone on today, or whatever's hanging about from maybe the day before, or generally, overall. Just giving it a voice now, because when we give these thoughts in his mind a voice with the tapping or writing them down, it takes the power away. It doesn't make it seem so intense. It eases it a little. It makes you feel better. Okay, so even though all this stuff that's going on for me right now, it's limiting how good I feel, but I'm choosing to accept where I am, and I'm choosing to love or be at peace with this part of me that's limiting how good I'm feeling on a daily basis. And I'm looking for ways to release these feelings, these old beliefs, these negative thoughts, these intrusive thoughts from my mind and my body. So even though all of this stuff I've got going on, racing through my mind, all this stuff that's going on in the world, it's going on at home, it's going on with my loved ones on the TV, all of this stuff that I'm absorbing like a sponge, it's limiting to how good I feel. And it's making me miserable. So I'm open to new ways of allowing some of this stuff to be released now, to be processed and release the emotional part of it that's taking up space, that's weighing me down, that's leaving me feel drained and exhausted and questioning myself. Questioning if it's always going to be like this. Questioning that I should be doing more. Questioning that I should be feeling better than this. But I'm choosing to love and honour that part of me. That part of me that's scared, worried, anxious, with all this stuff going on. So even though this stuff is limiting how good I feel, I'm choosing to love and accept myself anyway. Maybe I can let some of this stuff go. Be more aware of what I'm actually holding on to. All this pressure I'm putting on myself. Maybe it's time to start being a little bit kinder to myself, to treat myself like I treat other people, those that I love. Maybe it's time to start treating myself the same way. So I'm open to that possibility. I'm open to tomorrow being a little bit better, not as limited. So moving to the top of the head, all of this stuff that's going on, it's limiting how good I can feel. Inside of the eyebrow, it's draining my energy. It's making me miserable. Outside of the eye, it's making me miserable. It's making me feel like a 5 or a 4. It's making me feel low. Under the eye, I feel low. My energy is low. My mood is low. I wonder what I've been thinking about that's causing me to feel like this. Under the nose, maybe it's nothing in particular. It's just everything. It's all of this stuff. Chin point, all of this stuff that's going on. All of this stuff that's limiting how good I can feel. But maybe there's a part of me that feels like I can't feel good. I shouldn't feel good. Collarbone. Both hands on your collarbone if you can. Deep breath in into your chest. Tapping all the way across or in circles. Just making sure you get that sore spot there. Rubbing it if you wish. All of these different feelings and emotions. Physical things I'm feeling. These pains. All of this stuff that's going on. I recognise it now. I'm sitting with it now. Maybe it's not as uncomfortable as I imagined it would to sit with it. It's only energy. And the more I feed these uncomfortable feelings, the more uncomfortable I'm going to be, the lower I'm going to be, the lower my energy is going to be, because it's exhausting thinking and feeling like this all the time. Top of the head. All of this discomfort that I might be feeling inside of the eye. All of this fear that I might be feeling. All of this stuff. So tapping round side of the eye. All of this stuff, this emotional, this physical stuff under the eye. Maybe I don't need to hold on to it. Maybe I don't need to carry it into tomorrow with me. Maybe I can look at ways to release it now. Under the nose, all of this stuff. All kinds of stuff that's been coming up for me. I've had more time on my hands. It's going to bring up more stuff. Of course it is. I've got more time to think. And it's uncomfortable at times. Chin point. But I'm choosing to honour it. To sit with it. To allow it to make me feel low. To allow it to make me question myself. To doubt myself. All of this fear. All of this stuff. I'm honouring it now. Collarbone. And I'm going to choose to let it go. Even if it's just a little bit. But what if I can't let it go? But what if I can? But what if I can't? What if it's part of me? Who will I be without this? Top of the head. It's energy. It may be old beliefs. It may be old programming. Old thoughts. Other people's stuff. But whatever's going on, I'm choosing to be right here, right now, and releasing all of this stuff that I no longer need inside of the eyebrow. I'm choosing to release it all the way back through my past, out through my body, clearing my mind of this stuff, this old stuff inside of the eye. under the eye, all of this old stuff, this emotional stuff, this baggage, whatever I want to call it, under the nose. It's time to let it go, to lighten the load a little bit, to bring in some peace. Maybe I can choose peace. Maybe I can choose peace over drama. Under the chin point. Maybe I can choose calm over chaos. Collarbone. Maybe I can choose anything that I want to choose. Maybe I can choose anything that I want to feel to make me feel good and release this energy around this stuff. Okay, so stop tapping and taking a nice deep breath in again. And breathing it out, just notice where you felt it before, what number it was, this stuff, and asking now, is this stuff that you've been holding on to, is it relevant? Is it helpful? Is it beneficial in any way? Is it serving you any purpose? So I want you to imagine now that you're gathering all of this stuff up in your mind, all of this stuff that's been stopping you from feeling good, from feeling better than you have been. All these blockages, just gather them all up now. Just gather them up in whatever way feels right to you. And as you're breathing in, you're pulling them in and gathering them up. And you're releasing them out through your breath. You may want to keep tapping on a certain point because the tapping activates the relaxation response and it helps to process and release any stuck emotions. So maybe the collarbone. This is a good one for fear. I know I say this all the time, but when we're holding on and we're not releasing fear, it gets stuck in the kidneys, and this is the best point to clear this stuff. Any fear-based overwhelm, anxiety, gathering it up, releasing it now. Choosing to send love and compassion to those parts of me that feels like I should be feeling miserable because it's a miserable world out there right now. Maybe that's not true. There's so much to be grateful for. There's so many things to still be happy about, to focus on, to love, cherish and honour. So bringing to mind those things that you are grateful for, those things that you will be able to connect with again pretty soon. If you find it difficult to find things that you are grateful for, just think about things that you couldn't imagine life without. And just repeating in your mind, I am grateful for, and filling your heart up with love, compassion, gratitude for those things, for yourself, for doing the work, for being here, for showing up and clearing. Don't be taking today's stuff to bed with you. Who's going to benefit from that? Nobody. Okay, so bringing yourself back into your body, just noticing your breathing. Maybe you want to just bring some movement, just put your hands together, roll your shoulders, whatever you want to do, just opening your eyes, just having a look around your room. I'm sat near my bedroom window, so I'm just looking out to the beautiful sky. The birds sat on the television aerials, looking pretty chilled. So, okay, so tune in and notice if your number has it gone up a bit. You know, if it was a 5 or a 4, do you feel a little bit lighter? Is there more space to maybe allow yourself to feel a little bit better tomorrow? So, I've not got any comments coming up. I was going to do a little relaxation for you. I mean, we've been nearly half an hour. This will probably take about 10 minutes. Give me a thumbs up if you've got 10 minutes, because this is a nice relaxation. I don't think I'm getting any comments. I know there's still a few of you there. Blooming Facebook. Oh, Do you feel any better, Louise? You know, so I think what we've got to do is just be aware of how we're feeling, what number we're feeling. What would it take? Ask yourself, what do I need to do to get one further up the scale to make me feel a little bit better? Yes, Emily. And then do that, tap on that. So I would be feeling a 6 if I got rid of this thought, or I stopped feeling like this. So then you've got your tapping. Right, okay. So we have a little relaxation then. I mean, if you've not got time, that's fine. You can catch up on it. So what I want you to do is, if you can sort of like recline a little bit, either lay down or just sort of recline a little bit more than you are now. Julie, we'll tap it out tomorrow. Let's have a little relaxation, okay? I'll just give you a minute just to get settled. If you want to get yourself a blanket or whatever. So this is based on the chakras. Okay. So comfortable with your eyes closed. I'm just going to put a little bit of music, just bear with me. The music from my room, just slow. Okay. So I am taking it that you're all nice and comfortable. If you fall asleep with this, it's absolutely fine. Just giving yourself, just to finish, just to round the session off. Making sure that you are feeling at ease, which I'm sure you are, and you're resting in a comfortable position. I'm going to put this down. Okay, so a little bit about your subconscious mind, which you probably know already, which I've just mentioned earlier. The subconscious is the main part of us mind where all the old programming, our beliefs, the way we've been brought up, memories, long-term memory, it's all stored in the subconscious. Okay, but its main job is to look after us, to keep us safe. So it will keep stuff in there which it feels will help you to survive as we go through life. But a lot of the time we need to update old programming, conditioning and that sort of thing. So this is the work that we're doing. So okay, so taking a nice gentle breath in, and I've asked you to recline or lay down because your mind automatically begins to relax when we are in this position. So I want you to think about when you're at home resting in your own bed, right before you drift off into a peaceful sleep. As you settle yourself down, your body begins to relax, and this in turn tells your mind that all is safe and that you have nothing to do or think about for the time being. So you can begin to gently enter into a peaceful place in your mind, A place that is just for you, where you can always rest and relax and recharge. Now let's see what you find in your mind when I ask you to imagine the colour red. Perhaps your imagination will enable you to see autumn colours on tall trees, their leaves gently blowing in the wind. Or poppies with their fragile, papery petals, delicate and majestic, standing tall and proud in the fields. Or you may see a sunset. It's beautiful and calming, gently lighting the whole sky ablaze, a magnificent, slowly changing light show that makes you feel warm and comfortable as you watch it in amazement. I wonder in what part of your body you feel those wonderfully warm colours right now. Some people believe that there are zones of energy in our bodies, and that by tapping into them, you can create balance and harmony. Quite often those warm reds and oranges reside somewhere below the waist, the base of your spine. And by honing in on these areas, you can relax the pelvis, the lower back. So you may find that your body in this area just starts to relax now, as it becomes heavier and heavier and much more comfortable. Now I wonder how vividly you can think about the colour yellow, a golden yellow, like that of a sunny beach, maybe a beach where you've been before, or somewhere that you've seen that you'd love to visit. And perhaps if you imagine vividly enough, you can feel the soft, warm, tingling feeling of golden sand on the soles of your feet. And those grains of sand slipping between your toes, warm and comforting. Or perhaps you will imagine yourself looking out across a field of wheat maybe. All of those elegant, tall wheat sheaves swaying in the lightness of breezes, creating a relaxing, swooshing sound as they move gracefully, their yellow, dry leaves shimmering in the light of the warm sun. Taking a deep breath of that beautiful golden yellow energy into the area around your belly button, the navel area, and allow your yellow energy zones, the solar plexus, to fill with this beautiful warming golden light energy. And as you focus on these areas, you can relax all of the muscles, feeling a wonderful warm sensation as it radiates around your solar plexus, releasing any remaining tension. Simply and easily away. Now I'd like you to turn your attention to the colour green, the colour of crisp apples, tangy limes. Maybe you can even conjure the smell of a citrus, the lime. If you picture slicing it, smelling it, imagine biting down through a crunchy apple skin to taste the sweet, tangy juice of that fruit. Or perhaps your mind will take you to the woods, a forest, full of beautiful emerald trees. The cool shade from the canopy of leaves casting an ever-moving light. Moisture in the air, creating a pleasant coolness as you breathe in deeply. This calming, soothing green energy, which is the colour of the heart chakra. Your heart region all around there, just breathing in this beautiful, calming, soothing energy. It may be tinged with pink, but this is also the colour of the heart chakra. Imagining that colour in your body now, and you notice that your chest area feels extremely calm and relaxed as you breathe easily and gently. And now I'd like you to imagine the colour blue. I don't know what kind of blue colour you might find. Perhaps you can see a beautiful sky blue, a cloudless sky on a glorious summer's day just like today. Just as if you were a child relaxing on the grass and gazing up into the clearest of summer skies. Or perhaps you may see tiny blue butterflies fluttering from flower to flower in a wonderfully peaceful garden somewhere, their wings glinting and shining as they drift happily from place to place, just fluttering along, breathing in that colour, that blue washing over your body in a cool wave of relaxation. And the zone that's often associated with blue is that of the throat, the neck area, the upper chest. So you can begin to relax that area as you breathe in this beautiful blue, healing, balancing energy. And you continue to listen to the sound of my voice. So finally, I'd like you to imagine the colour purple. Maybe even the deepest indigo colour that you can ever imagine. Or perhaps you'll imagine a beautiful amethyst crystal, the most gorgeous crystal that you've ever seen, the facets of the stone twinkling and glittering as you hold it in your palm, and just looking and staring at this beautiful amethyst. Or maybe you can catch the faint scent of lavender on the breeze, and imagine yourself walking through a field of mounds and mounds of delicate, beautiful, purple lavender flowers, bringing with them the feeling of deep and peaceful sleep. And on the next inhale, you will breathe in this beautiful indigo, violet, purple energy. Maybe you can even smell the scent of the calming, relaxing lavender as you take it deep into your lungs and exhale any remaining unwanted feelings. So the colour purple is associated with the mind, the head, the brow, the crown chakra. And I wonder if you can focus on that wonderful purple colour again and imagine it now spreading out from the middle of your forehead, your third eye, all around your face, relaxing all of the tiny muscles in your face so that you're feeling totally relaxed, calm and at peace. From the top of your head, all the way down through your body to the tips of your toes. And now you imagine yourself surrounded by this light, healing energy. Feeling safe, feeling calm, feeling centered, relaxed. And choosing to allow tomorrow to be a better day. To let go of any of today's remaining feelings, thoughts, emotions and beliefs. And letting any images fade away now. And if you want to, just rest where you are, drifting into a nice, restful, deep sleep. Alternatively, bring some movement back into your body, back into where you are right now, being aware of your physical body. You maybe want to just have a little move around. Just be kind, gentle with yourself for the rest of the evening, and I hope you enjoyed that relaxation. So, stay safe and keep tapping, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye for now. Leave a comment, let me know how you like that. Okay, bye.